Hi everybody, this is a special episode of the Yarnivore podcast. I am Sadie, I am your host. I am wearing my glasses today. Not exactly sure why, except that I guess I felt I needed them. Just back from the chiropractor, and I have really ugly bangs today. But we'll push forward. It's okay. It's all good. I am doing this special whip update. This is for the Soulful Stitching Group's Year of Whips. I have picked 10 whips that range they go back a couple of years. Some of them are several years old, and some of them are fairly new but fell out of vogue for whatever reason, and some of them are Stitch Mania starts that I want to have done. I'm ready to have them done. So I figure we'll just jump right in. I picked 10 because that seems like a rational number to me. They're all larger pieces. There's one that's not larger, but for the most part they're all larger pieces, which means they're going to take more time. And I did that because I can always bang out a little one to feel better, like you can always whip out an ornament here or there. However, I want to really work on some of these and get them done. So, Year of Whips, 10 whips. Here's the countdown. Or rather, the lowdown. Here's how it goes. Either way. Here are the 10. In no particular order, because I haven't decided what the order of these will be. If they're Sal's I can fit them into, I'll probably do that. The first one up, everybody knows, Whimsy, the Quick Stitch Bubble Fairy Cat Face by Heaven and Earth. She loses steam on occasion, and I really want to get back into her because she is a quick stitch. She's not supposed to take very long. I'm doing her on 14 count Ada because it doesn't really matter. To me, it doesn't really matter what I did it on, and I wanted to do a quick stitch, 2/1, 14 count. She will be adorable when she's done. I'm looking forward to having her done. It's just getting there that seems to be the hard part, which it really shouldn't be. It really should not be. Next up on the list, I have my little list on my phone. You guys haven't seen it in a while because I pretty much just gave up on it. It's the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery 2016 Stitch Along. Let's Go on an Adventure. I got the first 2 done, and then I just January, February, plunk, could care less. Although I figured I would finish this and then I could give it to my niece for like her birthday or something. I have 3 nieces, so as long as I do 3 things, I'm good. Hi, P. Petrie is saying hello by being her Petrie self. So I want to get that finished. Of course, as everybody knows, not all of the clues are out yet. Hopefully I'd like to get it done and give it to my niece at some point. Here's one no one has ever seen. This is one of the super old ones. Super old. It's a Design Works. I got it at Michael's. It is called, does it have a name? Stitching ABC. There's a cat sleeping on a blanket. There's quilts. I really like this one except for the Lazy Daisies. There's like a whole section of Lazy Daisies, and why? I get it, but why did I even think I'd like that? Okay, everything else about it I like, but the Lazy Daisies. I was going to give it to my aunt, but I think I'm going to keep it. Just 'cause. Just 'cause I'm feeling selfish. And, like I said, it's old. It's been a while. Like, let me show you this. It's so gnarly. Like, look at this. Can I just say like one more time? Sure I can. It's a big schmozzle, but it worked, and it will continue to work because I don't feel like changing it up. So I will work with that. It's a huge piece of Aida. It's on 14 count Aida. I think almost all of these are. The Let's Go on an Adventures on 14 count opalescent Aida. Here we go. So that's how far I got. Don't ask me why I decided I was going to go to the bottom left corner. Something just told me go to the bottom left, and I did. But now I know I want to get... I'm probably going to, when I start at this again, I'm going to go over here and go up and finish the top and then go down, because I've learned that if I finish the bottom, it gets dirty first. Or dirty fast. I don't know. I don't know how you want to say that, but this is one of the ones when I started back into cross-stitching a couple of years ago. This is one of the ones I got and started and worked really hard on. But then it petered out. It petered out. My love of this pattern. But I'll get back to it now. And I can always wash it when I'm done. Like, I know it's dirty because it's been through a move and it was unprotected in the move. Let's just be glad it made the move at all, because that was a very stressful move. But I can wash it. It's 14 count Aida with the DMC equivalent. I'm sure it's color fast. I'm not particularly worried. So there you have it. Next up, this was a Stitch Mania start. And it's from the Halloween 2014 edition. It is, who is this by? I bet it's Alessandra Adelaide or whatever. The AA. There are two things in here I want to stitch, and I'm stitching one of them. Who are you by? Alessandra Beretta from Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. Yep, I was right. Called it. And it is this gorgeous sugar skull, except I'm changing the colors. It's not going to be those colors. I'm changing all of them. I'm leaving the black because I like black, but I'm not a big fan of the yellow, so I'm changing it to... I've got this baby blue, this lavender, this orange, and this lime. And that's what it will be changed to. And this, of course, was a Stitch Mania start, I just said. It's on 18 count antique white. And I'm not even sure which way is up and down. But that's how far I've gotten. However, it doesn't look like it's a really big piece, so I feel that it's not too intimidating. But I just really want the finished product. So there's this one. So that takes us up to 1, 2, 3, this is 4. This is number 4. This, of course, doesn't include any of the whips that are in current rotation. I would include them, but I just didn't feel like it. Okay, so up next is also a, sorry for the crinkle, guys, Stitch Mania start. Here's how much I've gotten done of this one. But as was said by the Soulful Stitcher, all it takes is a stitch. So with those couple stitches in mind, I am putting Dream Dancer in the roster. This is by Joan Elliott. Of course, it's a kit. I bought it at Joann's. I really like it. I want to work on it. I just apparently have the attention span of a newt, which is fine. Fine by me. Fine by me. Next. Apparently, I just want to finish the stuff I started during Stitch Mania. Winter in My Garden by Nora Corbett. I have winter, spring, and summer. I need fall, autumn. And I'm doing this on MCG Textiles Mushroom Even Weave. That's how far I've gotten. I like this one because it's pretty much just solid DMC, except for there's a couple of beads. I think there's a pack of beads. Yes, there's a pack of beads, and I have them I have them in the baggie here, and everything's ready to go. In keeping with Stitch Mania starts, I also would like to finish my Buttons and Beads owl, night owl, because he's adorable, and who doesn't need an owl? This is as far as I've gotten, and I'm okay with that. This is also a Stitch Mania start. So not doing 15 Stitch Mania starts ever again. I'm doing a muted version of it next year, because too much, just too much for me to handle. I have a deep desire to finish all the things. You know what happens when you want to finish all the things? Nothing gets finished. This one needs to be back in the roster because I started it up again when Karen from Round the Twist was doing hers, and it really motivated me, and I boomed through a whole block, and then I gave up. It's my Once Upon a Time sampler. It's on 14 count oatmeal, I believe. I have, and yes, I started it in 2014. This is like 2 years old. I have most of the outline done, which is probably what made me give up. So I finished the top outline, and I got March done. So I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to try and work on it. And then I think what I'll do, if I can get this one and the Let's Go on an Adventure done, then I'll give one to each of my nieces, and then I'll do another one for my other niece. Because everybody's got to have, like, they all have to have something that's similar, except because, you know, if you give one thing and you don't give it to the other two, that they're gonna complain, they're gonna whine. So I try to be pretty even with knitting, with any of the arts I do, and I think because I have two nieces from one brother, and I have a niece and a nephew from the other brother. So if I do something for the two nieces, I have to do it for the other niece and the nephew. But I can usually split them up a little. Like I can do this one on their birthdays and this one at Christmas, or this one on their birthdays and this one at Christmas, or vice versa, or back and forth, or whatever. So my eyelashes are just banging up on these. So I can usually get away with skewing it so that it's just two kids at once, which may just be the two frosted pumpkins, and then I'll pick something else for the other two. Up next, part of what I'm calling the Blackwork Brigade, because it's not actually Blackwork, it's on Black Ada. That's why it's so challenging. It's on Black Ada. This one, which I really want to finish because I love it, was a Christmas gift from my hubby this year. That's how far I've gotten. You've seen it before. It's been out of circulation for a little while, mostly because it's Black Ada. And, but he is not going to be here, so I can take back my Aunt Light because he stole it for a little while. The other thing is this Ada is really stiff, this particular piece, like super stiff, and it really irritates my skin to rub up against this edge, which I think has some sort of fray check on it. So, and here's a picture of Frederick. He's adorable, and I love him, and I love the names of the books, and it's completely going to go with the house. and our style and just who we are as people, but oh my goodness, the Ada. It's not the Ada itself, it's the blackness of the Ada, because it's hard to see on. Which also explains why this one hasn't been touched in like 3 years. This one at least dates back to 2014. And it's one I let my husband pick out, because when my husband picks out things, he picks out black Ada. Just like when he picks out knitting patterns, he picks out the hardest one he can find. This is, what is this called? Northern Lights. Northern Lights. Some lovely wolves. And my husband picked it out. He wanted me to make it for him. That's how far I've gotten. Or is it this way? It's one of these ways. I'm not sure which. And it hasn't been touched in at least 2 years, possibly more. And it's full of cat hair. Like, I can't even begin to express how badly it needs a lint brushing. And it's been stored away. It's, oh look, it's so full of dust. But I'm not going to give up on it, because I can wash it afterwards. Like, I'll just lint brush it now, and then I can wash it afterwards, and all will be well, right? Right. So, I really do want to finish this one, because I do know that the hubby wants it, and is going to enjoy it. So, I've got 2 pieces that are on black Ada. A bunch of other pieces that are on Ada. I think only one of my pieces is not on Ada. It's on the MCG. That's everything, by the way. That's all 10 of them. And I would like to have them finished. I haven't decided how I'm going to approach this, whether I'm going to like pick one and bang at it a month, or like pick one and kind of work on it a little bit, like throw it into my what I'm doing and then move on to the next one. But I think just having said that these are the ones I'm going to get finished by December of 2017, maybe if I think about the frosted pumpkin for next Christmas for the girls, that would be easier. I don't know, because then there's also the things I'm doing now. However, I am so looking forward to getting these done that it's not even funny. I got giddy at the idea of this. And I just got my pen pal, so I'm excited about that too. And yeah, that is my video. I hope everybody who's joining in with this has an awesome time, and I hope we all get all our projects done.